If you like the content, make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
It's for my niggas. My niggas is gone.
Real shit, only fuck with them niggas I'm still with. I still with. If I'm in a fix, they bout some trill shit. For my rounds, I'll peel shit. Devise plans to get a meal ticket. With that attitude like we'll get it. Still busy, still with it. Looking over haters like they lil midgets. Noisy hopping around the night, camouflage like lil crickets. I got a problem with me having just a lil digits. From the city where niggas lie, kill, and steal for riches. And I done been around and even met some trill bitches. Broads harder than these niggas real snitches. I never tell on the soul, that's cold, a real sickness. Love run deep, I won't speak with God as my witness. I never mix with fake niggas because it's bad for business. And when I eat off my plate, I eat off clean dishes. That's why I'm testing my faith, about to get on my mission. It's real over here, daddy, so won't you take a listen. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, my ride or die, my all the way down, nigga. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, my ride or die, my all the way down, nigga. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, my ride or die, my all the way down, nigga. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, you heard me?
Big ups to the fam. Shouts out to the team. Welcome to the Rounds Podcast. If it's your first time rocking with us, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you've been rocking with us, then you know what it is. 4 rounds, mainstream news, pop culture, a little bit of family business. I'm your host, Benjamin That's Good. As always, got my rounds rocking with me. Hatchback of the ENT, Caveman 55. Shouts out to Cuzzo. He be on in a minute. What's good, fellas?
What's up, fellas?
Happy Monday to you.
We're approaching that cold time of the year, fellas. You heard me? Jackets and hoodies.
Right back at you with the Happy Monday hat and Cleve. I'm looking forward to the little weather change, bro. I got a little taste of it, you know what I'm saying, over the weekend. I ain't mad at it.
Make my first snowman.
Snowman.
Be going on like that up there?
Pile of snow up, and you make your man 3 balls with the carrot in the carrot nose.
Snowman.
It be snowing out there like that?
Only snowman I know is Jeezy. Yeah. That's the only snowman I know.
You don't know how much that shit used to upset me.
I'm going with the original snowman, the family-oriented snowman.
Frosty.
Well, nothing like Frosty. Shouts out to Brendan. Shouts out to the Fade Timbo Slice. You hear me? Oh, them good cookies. Them homemade joints? Look like they come out the oven or something. You hear me? Look, you know, and they be a little crisp around the edge, but that middle be gooey. Yeah, baby. Look, I
gotta eat that bit slow.
That's them turtles. You heard me?
You gotta eat that slow.
Ooh, with a little caramel and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that's right.
Top four, roll them dice.
Well, shit, bro, I was trying to wait on Cub, but let's get it popping. We doing, hey, let me preface this first. NBA season kicked off right now. 76ers on 3. Whoo, looking bad. But the other night, I saw Russell Westbrook went 0 for 11. That really fucked me up. So that made me think top 4 point guards, you know what I'm saying? All time, just period. Your top 4 point guards. Because everybody remember when Russ was elite, you know what I'm saying? And he looked like he done fell off that cliff real swift. So top 4 point guards. I don't care who start, I'm going third.
All right, I'm gonna start. You ready?
Go ahead.
My number 1 point guard of all times is Kevin Johnson from the Phoenix Suns.
What? The pedophile?
I said Kevin Johnson from the Phoenix Suns.
That nigga a pedophile?
No, he's a he's a mayor in the government.
I thought he was a mayor.
Yeah, I'm about to say, nigga, a politician.
He's a fucking pedophile. Look it up.
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm talking about point guards. All right, I ain't remember the pedophile.
I just wanted to put that out there.
I don't know where you had on your pedophile list.
It ain't got shit to do with how he was dishing that motherfucking rock. You feel me?
And yamming on niggas.
I got Kevin Johnson. I'm going with Baron Davis.
Ooh, all right.
B Diddy. he did the fucking thing, whether he was in New Orleans or he was in Carolina, and you know, all right, there you go. And Chris Paul, okay, of course,
I'm
right?
here. I'll be right back, fellas. Shit tripping.
Oh, for sure, we gonna hold it down. And my last,
That's gonna kill you, Ren. Put that down.
Don't die anyway.
Well, my shit acting bad. I ain't even know.
bruh, what's wrong with your glasses, Cleve?
Huh?
Okay, put your head like that. Your shit look
Them bitches
extra
foggy.
googly. Look, it should look extra googly with your head up. You look like fucking Otis off of Martin, the goddamn.
Got the knife. Yeah, that shit will do. Yeah, he did have that glare his shit out.
Yeah, it's fucked up. And my last one
Yeah, go ahead.
is
Don't take mine.
huh?
Don't take mine on your last one.
Rajon Rondo, man, when he was playing with the big three in Boston during that fucking time, bro. Nobody was as dominant as Rondo during them 3 to 5 years.
You want to go next, Ren?
I definitely do. Cause man, I can't believe what I just heard. But
I can't believe what you just heard. That's my favorite four.
Yeah, that's
can't
all right.
start a point guard list without Magic. You heard me?
That's not on. You're not on my list.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Let me
pick
ask you.
him
Let me ask you this: how much did you see of Magic? How much did you see him play?
Nigga, shit.
Huh?
Like I ain't see the actual games, but
Oh, well, yeah.
the highlight.
That's what I'm saying. I could have went Pete Maravich. I could have went Magic. I'm talking about the people I seen play. The people I was enjoying playing.
No. Well, you know, I'm a Lakers fan, dog. So that was easy for me. And I ain't gonna lie, the nigga who coming for Magic spot,
Damian.
the chef, Steph Curry. You know what I'm
Ain't no
saying?
point. He ain't no.
He is gonna be.
Where we
better
at
than,
with it?
Magic.
Where we at with it?
He ain't a point guard though.
He gonna be better than Magic.
He ain't
What
a
he
point guard.
is? Well,
Who not a point guard?
Steph Curry.
There you go with that shit, Hatch.
He's not
boy.
He's not a point guard.
There you go with this shit.
He's not
He
a fucking point guard.
Why you say he not a point guard?
He
Because
not a
they
traditional point.
They don't have a point guard in their offense. It's a move around. You know what I'm saying? He's a shooting guard. He's a shooter.
Actually, it'll probably
Well,
be Draymond, the point guard, but Steph is listed as that.
He a point guard.
And I ain't gonna lie, brother, to leave my dog off the list. But next I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a lot. He ain't have a full career, dude, man.
who that?
And Penny Hardaway.
Oh yeah, he was gonna be on my list.
And the first two is just Mount Rushmore point guards. The next two would have been on the Mount Rushmore if they careers wasn't cut short. So I'm gonna
Who?
Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose still in the league, bro.
D Rose, all right.
Yeah,
That's a good pick.
but what that mean? His shit was
You say his
his shit was
career cut
cut short
short.
by injury.
He's still in the league.
Let me-
It's cut short if he's still in the league.
I mean, you know the MVP level above the
Next
rim.
kid, man.
Derrick Rose.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna start
Hold
off
on,
with Allen
brother.
Iverson.
Hold on, brother. Hold on.
Yeah, hold on.
brother.
You last, kid, man.
Yeah, I'm third, baby. I'm back. You
Oh,
finished
you
with your vote?
motherfucker.
Yeah, I said that before I got kicked off, baby. You done, cuz?
Yeah, I'm good. I got my full.
Now I'm out the loop, so if I'm doing some repeat shit, y'all pull my coattail. You feel me? I got Kyrie. You heard me?
Okay.
We rocking with Ja. We rocking with Luka. And I had Penny. I can't take Penny. Give me old Zeke. I'll take Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas is the number one. Matter of fact, overall,
All right.
Go ahead and get John Stockton, Leclerc.
best ever.
All right. I'm gonna go with Jason Kidd, one of the best all-around point guards in
I'm
the
with
history. He got a ring.
That's who I let leave off my list.
I'm gonna go with The Answer. You got to have your own nickname to be a
He
great
wasn't a
business
point
leader.
guard.
Two.
He wasn't
Allen
a point
Iverson.
guard. Him and Steph ain't point guards. Motherfuckers
They
ain't
gonna-
average no more than four assists in their whole career.
You look it up, they're gonna be called point guards.
They're shooters.
Number 3, I'm gonna go with the initiator of the killer crossover. That's Tim Hardaway Sr. I don't
Okay.
think y'all disagree with that.
I ain't mad at Tim Hardaway.
And right now, I like Luka Doncic.
Nigga
That's
ain't a
my
point
fault.
guard either.
Yeah, he the point guard.
See, in this new NBA, there is no
It's
real.
mobile, you know what I'm saying?
There's really no positions like the 5 positions: the point
Right.
guard, the shooting
So
guard.
wherever they got him listed, that's what I'm putting him. He got point guard next to him.
Yeah, but he ain't sticking no point guards.
But that's what he called a point guard. That's my
He
top
just bring the
4.
ball. He bring the ball down. Scottie Pippen was a point guard,
Hey, I'm a guy that
Point
had a
forward.
nice list. You know what I'm
so Luka should be point
saying?
forward too, huh?
I got to give an honorable. I'm surprised nobody ain't
Nigga
said
Well,
big
hold
enough
on.
to
I'm
be
gonna
one.
take Luka off. Let me give the glove. GP
That's a point guard.
got a ring.
If you
feel me?
if you listed as point guard, you should be playing point guard on defense.
Steve Kerr. Come on, Alchemist.
No, Steve Kerr didn't do shit. Steve Kerr came off the bench, made some shots, and wet his ass back on the bench. He ain't no top
Steve
four.
Kerr was a salt.
He wasn't no top 4 shit. He was never no top 4. He was
BJ Armstrong, man.
Yeah,
Wasn't-
BJ
you know what I'm
Armstrong was better than him. Paxton was better than him. He wasn't even
I
top
think I had the best list though. Once
You
again,
definitely did.
Jason Kidd, Iverson, Gary Payton.
Iverson
you
was
always
not a
think
fucking
foolish.
point guard, my guy. He's not a point guard. He's never been a point guard. Neither was Steph Curry.
I don't even think
Oh,
Iverson was. I think he was listed as a shooting guard. Eric Snow was there.
Now I'm looking at it right here.
Point
He's
Eric
point guard,
Snow
shooting
was
guard.
the point.
Point guard, shooting guard. Iverson. They got him listed as both.
Did you see the
Combo
game?
guard.
Did you watch
List,
the
I
game,
mean,
my
come
boy?
on, man.
Did you watch the game?
Oh God.
Yeah,
That
he
boy
was a
said,
point
what
guard.
about Steve Nash? That boy shouldn't have won them MVP. Shouts out to Diddy 808, you hear me?
No,
Yeah,
Steve
Nash
Nash.
shouldn't have
Steve
won the damn
That's why I
MVP.
put him up there.
Kobe should have won them too.
He was nasty, but no, he could dish that ball, but
Steve
he could
Nash was
shoot that motherfucker.
nice, dog.
You know what I
Yeah.
used to like? Remember Jason Williams?
Yeah.
Ooh,
White chocolate was a
chocolate.
beast.
Yeah.
White chocolate was a
Not
dog.
Jay Williams was bad, but he
Yeah,
got
he would have been
fucked up
nice.
by injuries. That
Real.
motherfucker was cold.
Real.
I like Nate Robinson dunking on motherfuckers at 5'7".
Yeah, on that Nate Robinson, baby. We gonna go ahead and get this bit moving. You're
That's right.
dead. Boy said
He ain't
Nate
no point
Robinson.
guard though. He can't pass shit.
Nigga beat the
Look, and he can't fight.
nigga beat the piss out that boy, you hear me? Oh, I'm hoping I got the right one. I can't really see, you hear me?
Motherfucker had Nate.
Rita Lax was a young black mother in segregated Baltimore who suffered from metastatic cervical cancer. Doctors took tissue samples from her womb unknowingly that went on to become one of the most productive cell lines, leading to groundbreaking research that became a cornerstone of modern medicine, from cancer care and HIV/AIDS treatment to helping scientists produce remedies for several diseases, including the first polio vaccine and even vaccines. The new lawsuit denounces a racist medical system and accuses Thermo Fisher of using the HeLa cell line without their consent while making billions of dollars in.
All right, fellas.
Cut the check.
About talk to me. Had Henrietta Lacks. I'm sure we all kind of know about our contributions. If not, I'm sure some of us gonna talk about it right now. But definitely she'll be getting paid after
Cut the
all
check.
that she's done. Just y'all thoughts on the whole situation. When y'all first heard about it, though, how did I guess it make y'all feel? I don't know if that's the right question. Like when I heard about the shit, I was kind of blown away. You know what I'm saying? Immortal, what they call it, immortalized cells or whatever. Like y'all get the gist of what I'm saying. I'm doing a lot of rambling, but tell me what y'all thought about it, bro. And I'm with you. Had cut the check.
I like the fact that we got a lot of modern medicines coming from our people. You feel me? That's one aspect that I got from it that came from us. They're using our shit to produce these modern medicines. So say something
Yeah,
about
like polio and buku
say something
vaccines
about the
and
black
shit.
race.
What most people don't get is chemistry, biology, and modern medicine is a study of our anatomy. It's a study of our bodies, right? They use our bodies as cadavers. They use our bodies as guinea pigs. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that you have ever seen from modern medicine comes from them experimenting on our people.
Also, the Jews,
This
the Jews as well. Just
what?
putting it out there.
Man, don't come in with that bullshit. I don't want to hear that shit. Don't give me with that. Also, the Jew shit. I don't want to hear
Say,
shit.
hey,
Yeah, they
and
also went through something similar.
Listen,
but
I
that's
don't
kind of
want.
why I asked why how you felt about it, Hat. You know what I'm saying? Because when I found that shit out, it's like, no, you know what I'm saying? Because like you saying, they use us as guinea pigs, whoop de whoop. You hear a lot of shit.
Right.
You really go to seeing it, cold hard evidence. You know what I'm saying? And they talk about immortalized cells, and under the right condition, these bitches just keep. Man, the shit blew me away.
Well, the fact that they took her cells and they used her cells and they duplicated her cells and they made money off her cells without any consent from the family, without any recognition, they owe her some fucking bread. They owe
Damn.
her people some bread.
Say, Brian, I'm looking in the comments. The Alchemist says she read the book, The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks,
Mm-hmm.
and then it says she died without a headstone. Cut the check.
Cut the fucking check.
When I first heard about this, it was a couple years ago, a few years
Mhm.
back, and honestly, it's not surprising. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this on in the medical field and other fields for a long time. You know what I'm saying? It's not surprising at all. We've always been kind of guinea pigs and this and that
Right.
to further advance it. So, her family is. When I was listening to the thing, the first time they owe them billions, and I think they mentioned the term billions in the little. I think you could put a monetary value on something like that. Did this woman sell without her permission? I'm sure her death was a result. You know what I'm saying? And now, granted, kind of like Cleve was saying, from her or what they took from her, further medical advances and stuff like that. Underhanded snake fucking cutthroat shit to do.
Right.
And we talk about how the black man and our melanated skin, got a lot of power to it. Be able to fight off skin cancer. When a white man, they got to put on sunscreen. So that's just a part of our, like you said earlier, our makeup, our anatomy. That we producing things like this. So another thing, how they was able to get away with it for so long, for them to be able to produce all of these different things. And, here we come now where it's time for them to get compensated from it. Like, I think it should have been spoken up a little earlier than that. I was wondering why it took so long for this to come to light.
Because there's no medical police. There's nobody walking around saying, "Hey, man, where you get this from? Where you got that from?" You know what I'm saying? It's
I'm sure this has been a fight for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If we just ain't about the lawsuit, this probably been going on for a minute.
Yeah, it's 50 years.
I wouldn't see.
Years.
Yeah, I wouldn't think they'll be letting that ride.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just a side note, I just want to clarify some bullshit that Cleve was about to start saying. He said something about the
Jews,
people,
the Holocaust.
Now, let me ask you this: the Jews, who the fuck are the Jews?
The people who Hitler imprisoned in those camps and the gas chambers. Those people.
Okay,
whether you want to call them the real Jews or not. I'm just speaking on them people who suffered that.
Okay.
That tragedy.
You talking about the Germans
Germans.
Germans
You
too.
know, Germans. I'm known as the Jews. That's what I was taught. So that's kind of where I was
That's what you was
leading to
taught.
the saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me teach you something else. That's just like saying that the Catholics or the Muslims or the what. That's a religion. That's not a race
No,
of
I
people.
get what you're saying. I was just trying to bring light to
Okay.
the other people who.
Well, I'm saying this. That is one thing that it really gets under my skin when people try to connect to. Every time we speak of any atrocity or anything that has happened to our people here stateside, people try to put the Jews or try to push that into and make it one fucking thing, and it's not. When we talking about our plight and things that happen to us and Henrietta Lack, an American born woman, I don't want to hear shit about no motherfucking Jews
I
because it
agree
ain't
with
got
that.
nothing to do with us.
That's true.
Hey, bro, and I'm again just reading the
We always
comments.
quick to do that. You know, for some kind of way we program to always throw something else in there for some reason. But I agree with you saying.
The
Because at the
Alchemist
end
They
of
said,
always try to make our plight all inclusive, but then
"That's
when it's
true."
time for compensation,
compensation is we on
everybody
our
else,
own.
and yeah,
Exactly.
and then we on our own. That's when it
Exactly.
becomes our plight solely. When we
Right.
talking about it, when we speaking about it, it's like, oh, they went through something similar, and like you said, lump everything in together. I ain't feeling that.
That's a good comment from the Alchemist. She said her family members don't even have health insurance. They were taking samples of blood from her children and grandchildren. They have no idea they were poking them and getting samples.
They poking all
Now,
y'all
see,
And
getting
I
samples.
think that still go on, and like
It's going on right now. How many times you gave when you go to the
because
doctor?
boy, you stupid boy.
When you go to the doctor, don't you give blood
That
every time?
nigga said they doing this to you right now,
Don't you give
my
blood?
dog.
So we a bunch
Nah,
of
real
Henrietta
shit.
Lacks walking around here.
When we
No,
they
when
we
we
the
get
X Men.
they don't
when we
treat.
dead and gone, it's gonna be somebody say, "Oh man, we found the thing to erectile dysfunction by uh poking on some of Cleve cells because Cleve had ED and you know what I'm saying and all this other shit and then now you know
I will be the one.
Look,
I will be the
I
one.
knew where that was
You
going.
probably
Damn it,
would,
you know
but look, I was reading.
man.
I already counsel people keep them from walking off that bridge. You did who
you can sympathize.
fix erectile dysfunction. Why not?
Look, stop
I
eating
was
that
reading
swine.
something
Stop eating that
not too
swine.
long ago, and they were saying when black women in particular go to the hospital giving birth, as though that our
Less
women have a
pain
higher
meds,
threshold
right?
for
Less
pain,
pain meds, less
so
care.
they and shit like that. So I feel like, I mean, I think a lot of hesitant to seek medical attention because deep down inside, just like every other walk of life, we ain't gonna be treated equally.
Well, ain't nothing equal. So we need to get that out of our fucking heads. All right, with that equal shit. What we need to do is treat ourselves. Like it's not enough of us aspiring to be in the medical
Nah,
field, in the science field, to where we are in control of what's happening to us. Like we always defer to them in the when it comes to the medicine and science and all of that shit. And we just deal with what they're doing even though we're against it, even though we speak against it, like we are not actively um, producing an alternative for our people, and I think that's a that can be an issue going forward. Because look at this whole fucking COVID shit. Look how they tried to force that antidote, so called, on our people.
I'll close with this. I don't think she the only one. They found cells
I agree.
that could do with it. I think they found a lot of stuff within our black people after all of these poking and prodding us for all of these years.
Rob.
So I think it's more of our cells out there they've been using and they ain't telling families about. But what can we do about it?
It was a bunch that they did with the Tuskegee experiment. You know what I'm saying? Fucking around with
Right.
STDs and all kind of shit. You know, giving motherfuckers syphilis until they go blind, not treating it for months and weeks and years till they develop, you know what I'm saying, sepsis and go blind and liver failure and kidney failure and shit like that.
All that shit is too to help develop chemical warfare. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro.
You can
It's
say
It's
that
just
one
just
again.
they. You
Alchemist
know what
said they
I'm
had other people who had those same cells.
man, you
Right.
looking at them.
It's the line. It's the line. It's the
Right.
bloodline. Okay, you mentioning Jews, right? Okay. Hold on.
Germans.
No. We're gonna stay with Jews.
Jewish.
We're gonna say the Jewish, right? Jewish. So but we talking about like what Kanye said, the blood of Christ, the Hebrews, the actual line, like, you know what I'm saying, the people. We're not talking about somebody who picked up a book and said, hey, well, I want to start doing this now. I'm talking about the blood
Yeah,
line.
not those who adopted the customs. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
I'm talking
saying?
about the blood line, the people
Yeah,
that was stripped of the customs.
it's definitely a difference, and we all know, dog. Anytime it's ish, it ain't authentic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Y'all make sure y'all bang that like button, share
ish.
like that there, cousin.
Yeah, I see you,
Shouts
Diddy.
out to the
Keep that vicious dog in check.
You up, cousin?
Alright, so check it out. Like I was sinister thing watching these serial killer documentary about John Wayne Gacy. I don't know if y'all familiar with him. Dude killed like 30-something people, whatever like that. The part that caught my attention and that I wanted was that when he was executed, they had like saying, "Man, this shit took too long.
Mm-hmm.
Should have been did this or whatever." And even felt as though he didn't have a heinous enough debt based on the crimes. And
What he did?
you said what he did?
No, you said they didn't believe he had an excruciating or heinous enough debt based on the crimes that he committed.
Right.
Yeah, you know. But the thought that it sparked in my head was how they were going on about the death penalty and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I wanted to know capital punishment. Is it something you're in favor of? Just thoughts. I just set it up with that because I wanted to let y'all know where the thought originated from.
You can go first, Hatch.
Well, I'm really kind of frame the question.
Seemed like he asked if we're against capital punishment, right?
Bill, thoughts
Yeah, it seemed like
on
that.
capital punishment?
I think I'm kind of in between because I think the person who do such heinous crimes need to stay around and suffer. You feel me? Instead of hurry up and getting out of there real quick. But if we got the prison full, you get rid of the worst people. So
Well, I'm not really one
You
to have an opinion on that. I don't believe in this this new law system or this maritime law with, you know, the way things go. I believe in the original laws of the land, the common law, and it does not include capital punishment or any of that. So any of this is going on right now is above me. And
that's the law of the land, capital
But
punishment.
say, dog,
no, it's not.
Yeah,
damn
that's
law.
the law of the land.
That's a pseudo law. That's not real. I'm talking
That's in
about
our
the real.
Congress. That's in our laws we got to follow. It's a part of our
Well, if
laws.
the man just say he don't really recognize that, then you see what I'm saying? Like, what you really
Oh well,
doing?
then we could just start saying fuck it, the shit we don't like. If he don't want to recognize what's the law of the land,
I mean, that's what most people do.
but it's still the law of the land. You just going against it. That's all.
No,
You
my
ain't gotta
brother.
Nobody,
Let me,
nobody denied that. Nigga just saying they don't
I'm
really
just saying.
respect that.
okay. If
I got you.
you have the right to believe what you want to believe. You have the right to participate in what you want to participate in. That's your
True.
right.
Right.
Everybody
They got
don't know that.
consequences behind you doing what you want to do too.
No, it's not.
It is.
Knowledge is power, brother.
I know.
As for myself, dog, capital punishment, I used to be on some, I don't really, I don't want nobody to be killing people and all that type of shit. Kind of, let a brother make it more or less. Now, depending on the crime, I could kind of see why one would lean that way. I would kind of, would sound crazy, kind of leave it more up to the family of the victims of those who were offended. You know what I'm saying? If they're really trying to push for it, a life or you know what I'm saying, the death penalty, I kind of think that should kind of be on up to their discretion.
I
You
like
know what I'm
that.
saying? I ain't really, I don't have no dog in the hunt on that level. But if the crime kind of fit and that's how you feeling and nigga found guilty and all, then I think they should rock with how the family or the victims or whatever feel.
So do you think they need to sit on death row for 6 years or 10 years, or you think it should be just a swift? Because I know a lot of people who've been put on death row and charged with capital murders and gave punishments, and they were innocent men. You know what I'm saying? So
So
all of that, I ain't with all of that.
yeah,
Malcolm
this
said they killed too many black men based on lies, so he against capital punishment.
that's a she.
That's a theory right there.
The Alchemist is a female, but I'm gonna say this. Um, I hate to ride the fence. I like to either be on one side or the other, but I could really see both ends of the spectrum. The first, that was my first thought. Like if you for it, I just like Head and the Alchemist said, I feel like a lot of our people given the death penalty, executed, and then evidence comes out to exonerate them. And I
Right.
don't know that there is no way to fix that. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the other hand, with this guy, the John Gacy guy, as
Yeah.
bad as his crimes was, he got like when you get the death penalty, you get to make a last statement. You get to have a final meal. This motherfucker had some deep fried shrimp and a bucket of chicken from Kentucky Fried Chicken and all that type of shit. You know
I'd
what
have
I'm
So
had some
saying?
gumbo.
I mean, I don't ain't like I don't see that that was a big treat. Like he still checked out 20 minutes later. Like it's over with. Like you could have
Yeah,
fucking
you ain't really
Thanksgiving.
get to enjoy that.
Yeah, you can have Thanksgiving dinner. You ain't even get to shit it out.
Shit. Well, if it's me, I'm saying all you can eat buffet. I ain't finished yet. Give me a little more. You hear me? This
But
motherfucker gonna be long.
right.
You say
But
you gonna die at the table, huh?
it ain't gonna be long enough.
But I, I never thought of it like that, but I like what Cuz said. You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of should be left up to the victim's family. And then certain shit, like for the most part, I do feel like jail is the punishment, this and that, this and that. But for certain shit, dog, like it be so atrocious, like you don't even deserve to live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like you
like
didn't.
like when y'all talking about like
You
the
mean like
black,
war crime?
our people getting caught up and shit, I feel y'all on that. So on that, I understand what y'all saying. Like you're not really
Do
with it
they?
because a lot of our people get hemmed up on some BS and wind up, checking
Do they?
out. But I'm talking about for these, like you talking about this serial killer type dude, man. Ask the victim's family how they feel about it.
Hey,
They want
okay.
them to do life or not.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
Oh, they wanted that motherfucker dead. They wanted to watch
Oh
the
yeah.
execution and some more shit.
Well, why didn't they kill him?
Well, so what happened was like he had killed a lot of people, but it
No,
was
I'm
like
saying the family members. If you want, I
they
don't
didn't
want
really
to. If
get
you
a
want to,
chance to. Like
what
that
do
what
you
I'm
mean?
saying. Like he had killed so many people, but it was like families who wasn't like the kids was families who wasn't probably that involved or whatever. But then this one particular kid he killed, like he was a good kid. Like so a lot of the kids they'll be like, oh, he must have ran away. He just missing. They don't even know the motherfucker dead. But this one particular kid he killed, like the police and shit knew the family and they knew he wasn't that type of kid. So it was like 10 days after he killed him that he was arrested. So a lot of the families didn't even know that their loved one had been killed until he went to jail and all the shit started coming out when they start digging bodies out from under his house.
Hmm.
Do they give you your last meal to have you prepared for the death, the electric chair, the needle? Because imagine, when you get real full, you don't really give a fuck about nothing. You like, fuck it, electric chair,
I
come on.
think his last words was
Don't
kiss
get
my
that
ass.
full.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. I ain't got so full before. I'm like, man, fuck it. So I
Like
think that's probably.
this is the only another thing I have with this whole judicial system and this whole so-called justice. The people that's carrying it out, right? Oh, how did you become God all of a sudden? right? Because fuck, you got crime on your motherfucking jacket too.
I always wondered about that. If you the motherfucker who, and I know they don't use the electric chair no more, but just for conversation purposes, the motherfucker who pull the lever on the electric chair, if you done pulled that motherfucker 6 times,
You're a
are
murderer.
you now a serial killer?
Back in the day, they used to do public executions, right? Hangings, quarter horse, people getting shot, you know, motherfuckers get goddamn decapitated and all
That
this
sound
shit.
like slavery to me.
No, it ain't slavery, nigga. It's just
Hanging.
that ain't listen.
That's
Hanging has nothing to do with slavery. Hanging is a form of capital punishment that goes back 7,000 years. They ain't got shit to do with
Trying to get
black
that
people
boy
or
hot
none
into
of
the
this.
collar, huh?
nah. I'm just just give me a little. Made me think about something when you talk about
So
hanging.
certain shit, like, because I was thinking of that, had like real shit, like
Not on the
the
corner.
being decapitated, the guillotine, and all that.
Yeah.
I was thinking like certain shit, like if you done exhausted all your appeals and this and that, like Jeffrey Dahmer, fucking John Wayne Gacy, we know you done killed all these fucking people. I think you should have a public execution. Put that shit on pay-per-view and chop that motherfucker head off.
They did it to Saddam Hussein. They hung that man in HD.
Props.
They hung that
Hey,
man in HD.
I ain't gonna lie, we got some good shit going on in the chat. Shout out to The Alchemist, shout out to Diddy, Damia, you know what I'm saying? Everybody rocking with us. Make sure y'all bang that like button. Brendan,
I
I
don't
saw
think that public
Timbo.
execution.
Hmm?
I don't think that go.
Hey,
I
bro,
don't
about
think
to tell you, give me y'all
public
closing on
execution.
this one. You heard me? I gotta go.
I don't think
y'all.
public
Listen,
execution to do anything. We see enough killing.
executions were specifically
Huh?
executions were specifically and exclusively public. They
Yeah, I don't think we need to
didn't
do that now. I think we see enough violence.
nah.
We don't need
The
to
whole
do that.
listen, the whole point of the public execution is the
It's to
example.
deter you.
Make the
Yeah.
Yeah,
example
it's a
of
deterrent.
somebody. Okay, when you displaying these bad behaviors and you egregious with it, and they have banished you, right? And they're giving you chances. And now it's time to go, and you can't just go, right? They can't
Right.
just give you a little pill. Nah,
Yeah, I don't
everybody
like that shit. A pill, a
everybody gotta
fucking
watch.
injection. You need to
Everybody
fucking
has
suffer.
to. Everybody has to watch you get stoned,
Like some Hellraiser shit, huh?
right? That's in the
Chain.
Bible. You getting stoned. You getting. You know what I'm saying? Everybody get a hammer, and you got to walk down the
I
line.
don't think
Nigga
that's.
hit you in
I
your
don't
head.
think that's going to deter nobody action. Public execution.
I like
That
what
ain't gonna
Cuz
slow people
said. I
from.
think the family should be able to choose uh
Yeah, I agree with
whether
that.
you live or die and the method of death. Fuck a lethal injection. Firing squad, uh roll over him with a steamroller or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
Motherfuckers are definitely be thinking twice.
I'm not leaving it up to no.
They won't.
I'm
I
not
don't
leaving
think
it up
that.
to no police and no jury, no court, and no judge and no fucking nothing to seek any type of fucking justice for my family.
But what if it's a situation where that's the only option? Like
It ain't,
your family member was a victim of a person who committed multiple crimes,
and
and
they
you
catch
don't
him
find,
first. If they
yeah,
catch
they
him
catch
first,
him first. You don't find out who did it until he's caught.
well, I need to know
Right.
where he at. Where
He
y'all
in
holding
jail.
him?
In
Where y'all
jail.
holding him?
He in
Which one?
jail.
Which one he in?
The closest one.
Fuck Angola.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we got to find a way to get in Angola because he belonged to me.
Prison break.
He
Hey,
belonged to me.
man say you got a particular set of skills. Y'all make sure y'all bang the like button. You heard Mr. Rounds podcast, baby.
The radio's supposed to sound like.
Credit is important. Why? Let's say you get a $250,000 mortgage with a 30-year fixed rate. With good credit, you'll be paying 2.75% interest, with $117,000 total interest. But with bad credit, you'll be paying about a 4.35% interest rate with a $198,000 total interest. So a person with bad credit will have to pay an $81,000 difference. And that's for the same house. Let us help you make a better decision today.
Better than last time. I need it better than last time. I need it better than last. Better than last. Better than last. Better than last. I need it better.
Kia Duncan and Jova Terrell were found in Baton Rouge after an Amber Alert was issued in Texas. Matt Doherty in Cyprus tonight with the video of the teen twins starving and begging for help. We want to alert you, the images you're about to see are difficult to watch. Matt?
Nobody could have imagined what was allegedly happening inside of this home. The kids who escaped described a life that is truly a nightmare. It's close to 5 o'clock on Tuesday morning. Home surveillance cameras show this pair of 16-year-old twins, a boy and a girl, who have just escaped. They spent more than half an hour going door to door, desperately seeking help.
You need some help?
Yes. Can you put some letters in, please?
What's wrong with you? What? What happened?
Can you please? We just need somewhere to be right now.
No, we can't do that.
Unsure of the circumstances, nearly all of the neighbors told the twins to keep moving. At about 5:30, the temperature was in the 50s.
It was exactly 5:27 in the morning when I heard the doorbell ring.
A single mother at home with her daughter was the first and only person to open the door.
I just knew they were kids right away, so I quickly opened the door. I told them to come in, and I quickly shut the door and I locked it.
The woman, who asked that we not use her name or show her face, says she led the twins to her kitchen.
I sat them down, I brought them blankets, covered them up, and the first thing the little boy said was, "We're starving." Basically, we're saying we're hungry. Can you give me something to eat?
Looking at the 16-year-olds, it was obvious. After getting them something to eat, she started asking questions.
When the little girl was here standing, she was visibly shaking and was showing me her handcuffs. They would say, "We just broke out of these." They told me that their mom kept them locked in the laundry room, naked, zip-tied from the ankles, and handcuffed from the wrist. They said we would pee and poop on ourselves. And they said when we needed to bathe, the mom would let them use the dirty mop water to bathe. They didn't get a bath. They got dirty mop water.
It turned out Zakiya Duncan had been arrested for child abuse in the past in Louisiana. Court documents show her children were removed from the home back in 2012. We asked Louisiana's Department of Children and Family Services why the kids were returned, but they told us state law prevents the agency from even acknowledging an investigation.
How can a mother do this to their kids? How can a mother feel like this is okay to do? They deserve it.
Say, fellas, when I seen this clip, bro, I was upset and I was angry. You know what I'm saying? Obviously for the kids, bro, because that's a damn shame. Then on top of it, I felt bad because if you would have rung my doorbell, depending on the time, I would have been one of them people who told you, go ahead on. You see what I'm saying?
Right around the corner from me, Goody. Right on the back street behind me.
Say, bro, this one fucked me up, bro. Like when I saw this shit, the condition of them churn they talking about they living in, I'm looking at, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, cuz I was on the same wavelength. First of all, that shit that tug at the heartstrings.
Yes.
But I had the exact same thought, you know what I'm saying? And that's just kind of a microcosm of the world we live in, to where
Talk to me.
your first thought is, what the fuck going on? Is this a setup? Is they, you know what I'm saying? Like your first thought ain't one of compassion. It's one of protecting yourself and your family.
But if you would have seen the condition them kids in, you wouldn't have had no fucking other choice.
I think so too.
I would have out to these kids, bro.
Yeah, I'd like to think if I'd have saw them at my door looking like that, I'd have opened the door for them.
Right.
Oh, that shit hurt me, bro. I don't understand how you could treat your child like that, man. Then these turn what, 16? They said, like, so what are you doing to them to keep them in this position? Because at 16, I'm not trying to be just cuffed. You see what I'm saying?
You've been cuffed. Like it ain't just
Yeah,
like
that's all you know.
Right. You've been cuffed. You've been whipped. You've been fucked over. You've been raped. You've been sick. You know what I'm saying? You sleeping in feces. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, say, bro, like this is only. I hate this type of shit, bro.
I
the
think
same
her
shit.
punishment should be to go through the same thing she put them through. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
say we were just talking capital punishment. Hey man,
just being locked up ain't even good enough for her, dog. That's some. You gotta be an evil motherfucker. Like if you could treat your own something that came from you like that, like what? Man, that shit horrible.
There was another lady about 8 months ago who did the same exact thing, something like that. And I don't know what it is about Cypress, Texas, bro, but it's been a lot of fucked up shit going on in Cypress. I thought that was like a little piece of heaven when I first came from Katrina. I said, you know what I'm saying? It's outside of the city, it's a suburb, it's quiet, it's cool. Man, there's so much shit going on in Cypress, bro. So many fucking sex trafficking houses and this type of shit going on, and motherfuckers killing their kids and leaving them in the house dead to decompose and leaving the other kids there.
Yeah, bro. That shit is heartbreaking. That type of shit make me consider myself as being thankful for the life I have, because that could have easily been one of us. We ain't special to them kids that we couldn't have been in such misfortune to be in that situation. So just looking at that made me always appreciate the life I have, keep me in a good spirits, always with a positive attitude, because it could always be worse.
So I'm
we always get these.
Is the mother mentally disturbed, or is she evil, or is it
That
both?
bitch evil, man.
I'm gonna say evil. I don't know her condition and her conversation, but if she was maintaining a job, she was cognizant of what she was doing to be able to hide this and keep them locked away with precision, because ain't nobody was looking for them, schools or nothing. She got them. She handled that shit smooth. So that's evil, Ron.
hey, and
That's
I know
some premeditated shit, man. Every day you gotta consciously make the decision to continue treating them kids like that.
yeah, I ain't gonna give it a cop out of the, you know what I'm saying, the mental illness, but obviously something in the milk ain't clean now.
What kind of study you could do on her to figure out what caused her to?
Something off there. No, I'm just saying something off there, but I'm not gonna give it that pass.
It's not a regular thinking motherfucker.
Right.
Do we study her?
Do we study her?
Yeah, do we lock her up and study and question her and probe her and figure out what the hell could cause her to be so precise and smooth to keep him there, but also be evil as she was?
Well, yeah, go ahead, cut her brain out and chop her brain up and see if you can find something. If that's what you want to do. It ain't gonna fucking, you know what I'm saying, make them kids no better.
Now I see Brendan in the comments say she had other children that she did not do that to. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So what is it about the twins?
Right.
Maybe it was maybe it was the father, something like that. But
he left her.
There was a guy involved. There was two. It was her and another guy that they say responsible for this. They're not really mentioning him too much, but that's who
he needs to be mentioned too. You're an accessory to the crime. You just as guilty. Well, I ain't gonna say you just as guilty, but you guilty as a motherfucker too. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no way.
Nigga.
But they 16 years old, bro. Like you only really responsible for them for another 2 years if that's, you know, the way it is. But I'm saying, give them up for adoption. The state already took them away in 2012. So like, what the fucking problem? Like, you know, why did you?
Ain't no giving up. There wasn't no option to give them up for adoption.
I'm saying, if the state took them in 2012, why did you fight to get them back?
Yeah, I'm about to say you could have just been like, I can't handle them.
Yeah, you could have just said, all right, well, y'all got it then.
Yeah, I just think it's evil. I just think it's a certain level of evil amongst people. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm gonna chalk it up to. Like, I know we say mental illness and mental awareness and shit like that, but you just evil. And we don't need to study you or nothing. You need to be one less motherfucker on earth.
So what, you gonna pop in the head and just throw it down a nigga hole? What you gonna?
I mean, a public decapitation, like starve that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you gotta do.
Wow.
Like no punishment would be too harsh for her.
You say eye for eye, huh?
Yeah, but what if you ask the children and the children say, no, we don't want our mama to suffer.
Stockholm syndrome. They're not even equipped to make that decision.
We don't want our mother to suffer like we suffer.
She was getting very formed, dog. The shit, the rabbit hole just getting
good. It did say it's up to the victims to choose the punishment.
We gonna listen, mama. We gonna do our homework, mama. We saw.
Mama, Mama gone. Her head got chopped off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
That's sad, bro. Because for the rest of
yeah.
the rest of their life, they're gonna be asking themselves questions as to why they
They
were
so
abused by their
traumatized, bro.
fucking by the woman who brought them into this fucking world.
And
how
not
many
only
how
that,
many
to
how
kind of
many
double back, like what we were saying, like imagine how you feel if you one of the people who didn't open your door and then you find out that it was them at your door. You
You a
see what I'm
bitch ass
saying?
nigga. You a bitch ass nigga.
No,
You
I'm
feel
not
like
gonna even
shit.
say that. Like you could
I'm
be some,
gonna say that because them kids could have died that night, and
but
you
everybody don't have
contributed
the
to that.
ring thing on their door. You know what I'm saying? You could hear
right?
somebody ringing your doorbell at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, like hell no, I ain't opening this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You're not even thinking that that is this. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm not going. I'm not. I don't want to blame those people because I can understand that mindset.
Yeah,
It's just a shame, dog.
I'm a retract that. You know, I'm not gonna say you. I'm not gonna blame them, but I'm gonna say
It's fucked up.
that shows where humanity is. You know
Exactly,
what I'm
bro.
Right,
saying?
right. That's kind of where I'm going with
That
it.
paints a picture of how people look at other people. But when you got two youngsters that's that's I mean visibly in fucking poor condition,
Oh yeah.
and you know what I'm
Now if
saying,
you can see it and you still close the door, then yeah, you a bitch ass nigga.
right?
We can
Man,
go
The
ahead and give you
Alchemist
that
is on
title.
it. Put that one up here, dog. Because I'm about to say, like, it took a real mama to open that fucking door. Like, I'm about to ignore whatever
Right.
safety shit I'm feeling because I see children in need. You see what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Because she had a child that same age. She could, in her mind, see her child asking for somebody's fucking help.
How often you think this going on in America? We
Bruh,
got
On a
kids,
daily basis.
I'm telling you this.
and that's right around the corner from you.
In where I live at, dude, the shit is popping all of the time with things like this in trafficking and so if it's just in my neighborhood popping, I know across the fucking America it's going down.
And say, dog, that's why I say I know brothers be busy, but if you can, dog, and if it's just, you know what I'm saying, somebody in your neighborhood, dog, if you can mentor somebody, especially somebody you see who need a little, man, go ahead on and, you know what I'm saying?
But I
Like,
don't think they was in view of the public like that. If from
oh no,
looking
I'm
at the
just talking
condition of
period.
them, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That
Yeah,
I
they was
mean,
hitting, nigga.
But they was very emaciated, bro. You could see all they motherfucking collarbones and shoulders and face and shit.
Yeah,
You
the
could
little
see
dude was,
these motherfuckers
man,
was fucked up, bro. Like
yeah, he
this
was
not
hit.
somebody looking. They ain't even had no clothes on.
I
Like, you
seen a
know what I'm
movie.
saying?
I seen a movie similar to something like that. Man,
It's a shame, bro.
that shit fucked up, dog. I mean, would it being kids? Would it being twins?
I would
Like
have
when
had
I saw that one, I was
I would
like,
have had to
damn.
open. I would have had to open that door. Of course, I would have had the tool with me, and my dog would have been standing between my legs. Right? You know what I'm
He
saying?
like the big fucking
I
dog
would have
too.
had to investigate, but
that's
I
the
see,
ugly side of life,
I
fellas.
see myself. I see myself letting them in.
All the beautiful things we see and enjoy in life, they got a real ugly side of life too. We just,
Yeah,
we
clear,
was
you
able to
ain't
see
lying,
it.
dog. Nigga do need to count their blessings a little more. If you don't
But
call them blessings, be glad you're fortunate, boy.
but
You could be a lot worse off.
the beautiful things in life are free. All of the dark shit is coming from other people. You see what I'm saying? It's not a natural occurring thing. This is all the stress in life is caused by men or mankind. You know what I'm saying? Like
Man, shouts
it's
out to the chat.
just so much bullshit, bro.
I feel did it like because that's where my mind went. Like, because honestly, I would have been thinking this some type of setup or something. Like, and like B said, they got little kids running around younger than them doing fucking murders and killing motherfuckers. They could be on that shit. Like, so I don't know at 5 o'clock in the morning if I would have been thinking straight enough to be like, oh, come on in, let me help you. But then if I would have saw the news or found out who I actually didn't open the door for, man,
Now
that
be
shit would have
be
fucked
be
with me
Well,
for a
honest.
well,
long
look
You
time.
wouldn't be
at the
honest. You
very
wouldn't
least,
answer your dope. I would have wouldn't answer my dope. I'd
at
have
the
looked
very
and seen if I have a peephole.
at the very least, why didn't you
Cause
call the
oh,
police? and say, hey,
No,
man,
real, nah, that's
somebody
real.
came
Somebody
knocking on my
knocking on
door.
the door, you don't know
People
something
knocking
going
on my
on in the
door.
neighborhood.
You know, hey,
That's a good one, Hat. Pull a cleave, calling people.
Dog, it's 5 in the morning. I'm like, I can't even. I don't know what I would have done, dog, in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, if I open the door, I got the tool left.
I
That
got the
bitch
tool
cocked
left.
and everything. But
Right.
once you
But let's be
open the
honest.
door
Let's be
and see
honest.
him,
Let's be honest. Wouldn't you open the door if somebody knocking on your door at 5 in the morning to see
got
what's
to.
up?
I got
Which
to.
one, cuz? I don't
Goody,
know if I'm opening the door. I'm talking through the door.
You ain't
Why?
gonna open the
I'm
door?
opening that bitch, but I'm like,
I ain't
Right.
opening the door to after I hear who out there type shit.
Yeah, who
Then,
y'all is? You could tell the
but I'm
voices.
not just initially opening
look,
the door.
Right,
I'm
right.
opening the
Oh,
door and I'm letting them know right off the rip. Listen, if there's anything off the rip, both of y'all is gone. I'm
nah,
just
the
letting you
real
know that.
shit. Look,
I'm
I'm
nah.
gonna
But
be
opening.
once you
cameraed up
open the
all
door and
around
see
this
the
bitch.
condition of them, like all
Right.
those
Right.
thoughts gonna flee, and then it's into help mode. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just the initial. Who the fuck this is? It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Motherfucker don't just come to
It's
my
not a
door at
natural.
5 in
Yeah,
the morning.
that's not a natural thing. You know what I'm saying? Like people are not.
Well, my initials the police. Huh? Did it? I got you.
Yeah, that's why I say pull a cleave, calling people. Which one? Cuz you see me in the chat box down there?
I don't know, man. I just think that I'm glad that they were rescued. I'm glad somebody saw it in their heart to help.
14, cuz.
I'm glad they
Alright.
got loose. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad they were strong enough to fight and get the fuck up on out of there.
That's real talk, Hat. I second that motion.
I can't wait to read their book.
Last round, fellas.
Who gonna write it?
Look at you.
You
Nah, I
you
don't think I'm.
counseling and shit.
Nah, I counsel them. I think I got some good words for them to keep them motivated.
They need
Talk
look.
about
They
some
need real help.
And learning what they can. But now they're learning a lesson they probably did not anticipate: the consequences of stealing.
Welcome to the school messenger notification system for Marion County Public Schools.
Parents got a voicemail from Lake Weir Middle School's principal Thursday, asking them to give their kids a call. Michelle Spalding obliged.
That's when she was like, yeah, Mom, the child did come up to me and asked me for if I wanted $100, and she said no, it's got to be stolen. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Since then, this has turned into a criminal investigation. The Marion County Sheriff's Office says a 14-year-old girl broke into her grandparents' safe and stole about $13,500 in cash. That was half her grandmother's life savings left over after she'd sold her house. Then the Sheriff's Office says the girl started handing the cash out to people at school.
I really hope it gets recovered because that's so devastating. I feel really bad for the family for sure.
Students who accepted the money told deputies the girl claimed she had permission to give it away. Some students didn't buy that story and reported it to administrators and the school resource officer.
She said she doesn't know the kid at all. She's never seen the kid at all, which I thought was even more shocking.
The young girl is now facing felony charges for grand theft. She was arrested Friday morning and given a $2,000 bond.
At 14, oh my Lord, that's so sad.
The Marion County Sheriff's Office and school administrators are trying to get that money back. Tune in at 11 to hear what they're doing to get it and how much.
Whoa.
2 questions, fellas.
Oh, boy.
2 questions. If you went to the school, would you have accepted the money from the little girl, or would
Hell
you
yeah.
have been one of the ones who gave the money back? Second question: if that's your grandchild, you pressing charges? She facing grand theft?
First question: if
Talk
I
to
was
me.
at school, she would have been my little boo, and she
Nah,
wouldn't have
get
gave
more
that money
than-
to nobody else.
That's
I would
my
have
dog.
cuffed the fuck out her ass, bitch. We got, you know what I'm saying? Hey, don't tell nobody, but girl, what you doing? Nah, come over here. And if that was my kid, am I pressing charges?
Yeah, that's your grandchild. She done hit half your life savings from after you sold your house.
Nigga, they pressing charges on me for putting my fucking foot in her ass.
I gotta give you that lesson. Yeah, you need to learn that lesson in life. I'm not gonna rob you of that lesson. Like you need to know that that's not what you got to do. Like you can't do that in life. So yeah, I need to let the hammer fall on your fucking head.
I ain't gonna lie. In middle school, Ren, I would have took that bread. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even been thinking you done robbed your grandma.
What I
I think all us taking that bread and trying to get extra.
If I was a teacher, I probably would have took $100.
What I would have took that bread.
Boy, caveman.
And look, they
boy,
wouldn't even been able to get it back because that shit gone. You heard me? But
When I was younger, I had this Vietnamese dude, right? He used to his parents owned one of them goddamn, I think it was the Old Cajuns or one of them fucking little restaurants on Chef Highway. And he used to come to school and just like, you know, shoot dice with the hoods and just throw money around and shit. And then, you know, one day he came and he had just like so much money. He was just, you know, treating everybody and shit. Come to find out he did something similar, but it wasn't no 13 grand. It was like $2,500. But, you know, he was just splurging and kind of, you know, got me a couple $100 of them dollars, boy. You crazy.
What you would have did, caveman?
Yeah, I'd have took that money.
I took the fuck out of
especially if I was a child. But even if I was an adult,
Did it? Don't do that. Did it? Don't do that. Did they? Don't do that.
that for school supplies.
Did it?
I'd have bought some stuff for school.
Did it? I used to hang out in New Orleans East, bro, in Village de l'Est. I know a whole lot of them, bro. I respect them. I respect everything they doing here. You know what I'm saying? They really an example of how we could get the fuck up on out this bullshit if we watch them.
I'd have sent her to jail. I remember my parents sent me to jail when I was breaking the law. It wasn't that bad, but they sent Angola. I was on a Spear Straight program.
But look,
Angola.
But this the grandparent.
Oh, grandmama. Yeah, okay.
See, grandparents usually be able to lean on it, baby.
If you the parent, right? You the parent, and your child stole from your mama. You skinning their ass or what?
You fucking right.
Oh yeah.
And look, and mom's gonna be look, because we're gonna try to recoup as much of the other bread as we can. We know we ain't getting it. She gonna be looking at me to pay back the bread.
Right.
Your son stole it. I ain't sending them to jail. You gonna pay me back.
That's like Wade almost disowned my child for doing some shit like that.
Up, then yeah, she might do go ahead on it. You see what I'm saying? We gotta just go ahead on and send him.
So do you lock them? So do you lock them up in the washroom and let them wash with the mop bucket? Or do you?
No,
that's what we need.
Brother,
you gonna beat their ass.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm good.
See, I had the type of mama. My mama come to school and put on the show. She come whip your ass in front of everybody. I would have got a fucking $13,000 ass whipping in front of everybody.
Well, now your mama in the fucking protective. I mean, in custody, because you know you can't put your
you in
hands
a
on
home and shit.
You can't do that. That's just
the alchemist say her mama
she-
wouldn't let her
look.
bring it home. You hear me?
Look, grandma ain't gotta wash no more dishes. She ain't gotta make up no beds, wash no toilets, nothing. Your ass going over there every day.
How you steal from my mom?
That's my thing though, dog. But and then it's not like you young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you old
Elementary
enough to
school
know
or some
better.
shit.
That's high school. That's 9th grade.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You like know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to trick when I was young. You know what I'm saying? Bringing jewelry to shit to school. Yeah, look,
You bringing mama earrings and give it to
started
them.
early, dog. Look, pre-K. You heard me? Wow, in that bit. Trinkets, nigga.
Look, I'm gonna say this. Even at that young of an age, I knew not to touch my mama fucking money. Like that was well established in our household. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So to take 13,000, that's a death wish.
I thought it was
Yeah,
100.
she washing the toilets.
She
She
can't count
cooking.
like a
She
mother.
cleaning. Grandma ain't gotta do nothing. She rubbing feet.
I'm gonna be
Whatever.
real. If I pull that shit off, I want to get locked up. I can't go home.
Rubbing feet. Look, Granny from the old school. You better make that money fast. You ain't rubbing no feet.
Oh hell nah.
You better get
I
out
ain't
there.
no foot rub yet, boy.
You better get out there. You gonna make that bread.
Yeah.
You gonna get that bread. Snap. Look, I need it. Fuck all that.
Real
Straight up.
nigga.
But we're causing these people to do these things. We got the grown-up woman locking her children up. Now we got the 14-year-old stealing from the grandma.
But look,
Man, put
What's in
DL
the
for this
air?
comment up, dog. She said if I showed out on the moon, my mom on the next space shuttle to handle that. You heard me?
So
We don't got no more mothers like that.
okay, so what's the punishment for this 14-year-old who stole
Go to
$14,000?
charges getting pressed. She suffered the consequences due to the legal system. She young enough to recover from it where it won't affect her as an adult. And when she come home, those children is this strict punishment.
Okay, I'm looking at the report, and it doesn't look like it's the inner city. You know what I'm saying? It looks like it's a,
Privilege.
Yeah.
So I mean, if
Dog,
you
she
got,
had
you
13,000
got
children in the
13,
state.
they say it was
My grandma ain't got $13,000.
She ain't got 26.
you don't
Yeah,
know.
she ain't got that sitting
Look,
around.
You don't know what they got.
You gotta
That's-
point it
My
out.
grandma ain't
Look,
had it.
Man,
got
you
that
don't
shit
know.
got that shit in her bosom.
Yeah, in the bosom, coffee cans buried in the backyard, all kind of shit. You don't know. Everybody
Look,
done
got
fuck
that
with
shit
the
in her
bank.
bosom.
But what did Mama do for you to say, man, fuck Mama. I need this bread.
Privilege.
She didn't go shopping. She didn't go buy nothing. She ain't go get no tattoos. She was giving it away.
I could do what I want in
my
this
thing, though,
family.
Hat.
We don't
Because
know.
she got a good heart, I'm not about to fuck over.
Ain't
I'm
no
a
fear.
skinner. I'm a skinner. We gonna have to pay the bread back, and then I'm gonna make her have to do some community service type shit. Now, if you fuck up the community
cool.
service, you gon'.
Well,
But we gonna set something up like that.
She 14, so you ain't really skinning, really not.
Oh,
Like you really
shit,
got
boy.
that. I mean,
Shit,
she ain't
that's
gonna-
a prime ass
listen, she ain't
whipping
gonna
age.
stand up there and let you skin her. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Shit, Hat. Like, if you run, it's worse.
okay.
Whatever. Look, we ain't gonna speak it all on here, but whatever we got to do what we need
gonna
to
get our
do, we
point
gonna
across.
skin you. Oh,
Right.
hell yeah.
She sound like she in a family where she could do what she want with no fear.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I'm afraid.
we
If
not
I'm
talking-
fucking with that lock, I'm shaking.
We're
Like,
not talking
goddamn,
about
I'm thinking
our
about
family.
all the different consequences. Which one gonna be the worst? Nah, let me leave this alone.
We're not talking about our family. I don't think. I seen the picture,
hell
but it was
nah.
kind of.
That's what I'm saying. She ain't afraid. Her family allow her to get away. Seeing like she don't feel consequence. What's the consequence? I'm about to do this because I won't.
I guess they just gonna write her out the will. I mean, I don't know.
Well, she did get her portion. she
Yeah,
got
but-
her portion early.
Yeah, but you forfeited that. Nah, it's over with.
Nah, it got spent. Some of them kids kept her inheritance money.
Yeah, you gotta think. You give a 14-year-old $100, like they not making it all the way home with $100.
I don't believe them children wouldn't turn that money in either. What kid? Somebody just giving out money? Yeah, right.
Shit, listen. After the shit came out and it was an investigation, them dollars coming back. Ain't nobody trying to get caught up in no bullshit like that. Even if they
Based
say
on
yeah,
the responses, I think it's a good neighborhood because a lot of the kids was like, "No, I ain't taking that money." In
Right.
that school I would have went to, first of all, you would have got your ass beat because somebody would have wanted all that bread. You ain't
All
giving
of
this
it.
out
That's
to
the first thing I
nobody
think.
else.
Why? Give me that.
no, not you going to jail for armed robbery. So you know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't trying to do that. I'm gonna finesse it out you. I ain't gonna strong arm you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be my little yeah for a little
Well, you
while.
ain't gonna have time to finesse it because I done been and got it. So you
I mean, well, look, first come, first serve. I ain't tripping.
that's right. That's true.
I ain't tripping. But I'm just saying, like, that happens a lot.
Grandma money might have been illegal and that girl knew about it. Don't write that off.
But yeah, but look,
And
Grandma
look,
was
I
selling
thought
them
about that
pies.
too, Cleve. Where this damn money
Grandma in there
come
selling
from?
them pies.
and look, you done got grandma in trouble because not grandma got to fucking justify how the fucking money came about. You did, and then they gonna come in, they dust and everything, and now they see
That's why I'm skinning your ass.
grandma been
Grandma
selling her
got
fucking-
13.5 cash
She
just
got
laying
she
around.
Ozark with it.
She
Grandma
done
been
blew the
fucking-
family operation.
she been selling
That's
them
what
pills
happened.
for the last, you know what I'm saying, 15 years. Them hydrocodone pills, that shit add up. The perks and all that.
Oh,
Hey,
the
but look, let me
mindset,
ask
baby.
y'all this: like, y'all kids come home with $100, $200. You know you ain't sending them to school with that. What you
Gotta-
doing?
I'm whipping that ass, and you got to go back.
Now I'm gonna ask them where they got it from.
Yeah, you got to take this
And I'm
back.
gonna decide if the location where they got it from is all right to stay home.
No, I didn't give it to you. You don't need to have it.
Nah, you ain't coming to my house with no $100, $200 at 14. Like you
Oh,
selling
man,
something.
dog, you know
Yeah.
you gotta duck that, and now you can't let mama know you what
I ain't
mama.
give, I ain't give it to
First
you.
of all,
You
I'm
ain't-
taking
you
it.
don't need it. I'm not taking
First
it.
of all,
You
them
bring that shit.
$200 is my $200.
It ain't my $200.
Oh, that
You
going to
I'm
lights,
taking
huh?
that shit going back.
That's a light bill.
That go to the lights, huh?
No.
Give me that goddamn money,
I'm
boy.
taking that.
What you doing out here?
Okay.
And then
Nah,
and then
boy.
I'm gonna ask
You
him where they
couldn't get
got
that
it
shit in
from.
the crib.
And now you accessory to the fact. So
I
you
know
can't
one
even
thing.
tell him give them no life lesson.
No, I'm gonna give him a lesson. I know
How?
how to
You get it.
maneuver. I know how to
We
maneuver
eating.
shit, word
We
shit,
eating
put things
Wendy's
in
like a
certain.
mud, boy.
You
Shit.
could worry what you
14?
want. Once you take that money, they gonna be like, well, fuck. Well, Daddy, you in it too.
No, they don't know about no in it. They don't know what was the consequences behind taking the money yet.
Boy, you
They just
crazy as
out
a
there
motherfucker.
living.
Look, you crazy as a motherfucker if you think a 14-year-old kid don't know what a fucking hypocrite is, nigga. They looking at you with the side lips and every fucking thing. Give me that money. I'ma hold it. Nigga like,
I'm disappointed in you, son.
yeah,
What you
give
do
it
with
here.
it? Give me this money.
Yeah, sure.
Now, what I told you about taking this $200 and you need a job first.
Then your
I tell
ass
you-
sitting in the principal office. I gave it to my daddy.
Yeah. Now I don't recall that. I don't.
Yeah, he ain't give me no money with money.
Daddy, you sure did. You told me. Just shut your goddamn
You
mouth.
told
Ain't
me it
right
was for the
talking.
lights.
Right.
Oh shit, man. Hey, bro. Was down with it, dog. Good shit, man. We about to get out of here. Before we go, I want to ask y'all something about sports. If y'all done with this, I just got a quick question for y'all.
Ed
Don't ask about the Lakers.
Krista McCaffrey, 4'9".
But look, all that fluff
You
for
gonna be
next year
hurt
had
before
just to
the
make a
next
nigga
game.
feel good. You heard me? But they know they ain't doing nothing.
Yeah,
That's
no,
that
bro.
bullshit. You
Yeah,
feel
no.
me? But halfway through the season, bro, are we pretty much feeling the same? Cause we 7 games in, we going to week 8. It's pretty much a wash. We looking for next year.
No,
I mean,
not a
if some
wash.
shit happened, but
It's not a wash.
It's not a
because
wash.
the leader in our division got 3 wins.
no, feel me, Hat. Because you look right now, you hitting me with the Gabe and Kyron from earlier. I like mathematically possible. I know it
Yeah.
is, but realistically, from what you know, y'all got.
They still could win the division.
We
But-
We
can.
2-5 and still alive. But
Everybody in the NFC, we just one game behind everybody except Philly.
No, listen to me, bro.
Dallas,
we know
and the
y'all can
Giants.
make the playoffs. We can make the playoffs too,
Mhm.
but we not really looking like Super Bowl caliber. So I'm saying at the end of the day,
Listen,
you feel me?
yeah,
You feel
I
y'all
mean,
Super
I
Bowl
see
caliber?
everybody else in
I
the
say
league,
that.
though.
I say that because we had some injuries early on at vital positions. Everybody could get injuries. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you never know.
We ain't had the most in the league. I'm with you.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like, Philly rolling right now.
Oh, you a dick rider, huh,
But
Diddy?
if Jalen Hurts, get
Eagles
hit, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? If this person lose, it's over with. If that person lose, it's over with. So, like, that's why you got to play all of them. The Giants got in the fucking playoffs in 8-8, right? Lowest seed, went to the Super Bowl, won. I mean,
I'm gonna say this, and
About to
I
say,
think
so
sports
Hatfield,
is.
they got hope. Where you at with it, cuz?
I feel sports
we
is
get out of
fluid,
here.
so I could see something to change my opinion. But right now, I do agree that we could still make the playoffs, but we ain't got a fucking shot in hell to do none of the shit I was thinking we was gonna do before the season. Now,
nah,
if we
that
could
ain't
go
no
on
top
a
5
3,
defense.
4, if we could go on a 3, 4, 5 game winning streak, that would change some shit. But right now, how we playing, how we looking, the teams we losing to, how we losing, even though we still alive, we fucking dead in the water.
I gotta give it to you, Ren. I believe the biggest loss that the Saints took this offseason was Sean Payton. The fucking coaching staff looks very fucking out of sorts. They're losing fucking games instead of fucking getting beat, you know, and fucking the Red Rifle, they need to sit his ass down, bro.
But this conversation this could be had about everybody in the league except 4 or 5 teams. They got
tell
the
me
same
what you
issue
think,
we have.
man.
True.
You feel y'all
So-
got hope, huh?
So we catch a spark, motherfucker. Get a little wise. You did. We win 2 games. We got them the 3rd seed in the week in the NFC.
Yeah, get a ball to
Say,
Kamara.
bro, with that being said, keep hope alive. We about to hit the month of November. Y'all know at the end of the month, we're gonna definitely bump heads so we can kind of talk that shit. I don't know what happened after we took that drumming yesterday, but coming into the game, #1 defense. So basically halfway through the year, #1 defense. That's one of the things we talked about before the season started. We'll see how it play out, bro. What you say?
I'm about to counsel this couple, and they got kids, so I'm gonna bring up what
I'm
happened
about
to
to
those
bounce Doogie too.
I'm gonna bring up what happened to those teenagers and try to, use them talking points to make them bond with each other better and their children. So I think, our show is gonna lead into my counseling session, and I'm gonna be able to benefit, or they're gonna be able to benefit from our show in our counseling.
I think everybody who watch could benefit from the show, but
That's right.
I'm not going to even joke about that. But I hope that you are able to help those people. Hatch, you got something else before we get out of here?
Nah, man, I'm just waiting for the day when somebody say they reporting your fucking ass.
You should have took that money before the season started, cuz I ain't betting shit on them sorry motherfuckers.
It's all good. I ain't tripping. Like I told you, once Trey Lance went down, we could do the best we can. But for me, it's a wash, so I ain't really tripping.
You got Garoppolo.
Good for people, Hatch. I might have a session
got
for you. Hatch.
Garoppolo, but like,
I ain't
you still
gonna
got to
charge
groom the young
you.
niggas.
You
So
think
we
I'm
just
gonna
wasting
charge?
time for me. You feel me? That's why I say it's a wash, because he's not getting the time to develop.
Hold on.
But they can do the best they can. I ain't doing no tripping. I'm still rocking with them. I'm banging till, you know what I'm saying, my clip empty. So it is.
I'm
what
rooting
it
for
is.
the Ravens, baby.
Nah, I ain't gonna
Hey,
charge you
man.
for a session, Hatch. I ain't gonna charge you my round.
You can't charge nobody. I got to get out the door,
Boy,
fellas. I
I
appreciate y'all.
wouldn't let you counsel my dog.
Because you don't want to give it
Everybody
a shot.
in the chat. Shouts out to Diddy Bob. Shouts out to the Alchemist Brendan.
Shouts out to
Daniel.
Timbo
Carl.
Smooth, Carl,
Hit that
Shouts out
like
to
button.
Carol.
Timbo,
hit
you
the
ain't
like
gotta
button.
say die to be dead, baby.
Share that shit. For Hatchback of the ENT, Caveman 55, Ren, aka Southside.
On my
What's
way.
up,
I'm on my
Benjamin?
way, folks.
As a good, Slim Good. If you see me in the streets, it's the